shooting vertically, so we'll accommodate YouTube. So I'm doing some DTFs, guys, right now, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing. While I do some shirts, wait for some people to get on real fast. Wait for some people to join. Yes, I do have my socks on in the studio. I'm in here relaxing. Where is my worksheet at? Worksheet tells me exactly what I'm doing. I had it here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. I got 3 black shirts. This is an XL. Alright, cool. What's going on? Chiming in. Let me know exactly where you are viewing from. Yes, black medium. Pressing some DTF transfers. This is the image I'm pressing right now. Aloha. This is the image I'm pressing right now. Yeah. So, I'm on my Ricoma press. 3 shirts to do. Full video of this is going to be dropping later on today. Should I bring you guys in a little closer? Y'all want to come in a little closer? Teflon sheet. Cover it up. 15 seconds, 300 degrees. What we got on here? King Arthur, what's going on? Rock Hill, South Carolina. What's going on from Louisville is in the building. Lisa Otto, Janelle Porter, shout out to you. And the crafty Puerto Ricans in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Boom. Pressed on there. We're going to let it cool off for a little while. Move on to the next shirt. Move on to the next shirt. Hey, I appreciate all your videos about safety on DTF powders. Yes, no problem, Michaela. I appreciate you watching and taking heed. Yeah, make sure you guys are wearing your protection when you are handling DTF powder. Pressing is not that, no, it's not that serious at pressing. Let me try that the right side. Medium, XL, yeah, there's 2 XL right here. Bring you guys in a little. I can't bring you guys in so close because my phone is plugged in, but let me show you guys what I'm doing right here. I should get a big screen. I'm gonna get a big screen so that I can see everything better when I stream. That's what I'm start doing. That's what I'm start doing. And I just printed all these up a little while ago. Each shirt also gets a name. All these are different names on a right sleeve, each shirt. And I'm hooking my client up with something extra. Watch this. It's always good when you hook your clients up with something extra. So what I'm doing, I print up some small ones and I'm putting these right on the back. Didn't ask for them, but I know the client's gonna appreciate it because I know her. So it's gonna make it a little bit better right here on the back, you know? So yeah, we do that also. Let me see. Thumbs up, guys, please. Yeah, I appreciate the thumbs up. Your timer sounded like an iron alarm. All right, today, why is it going on? That's funny. Um, Cynthia, you're in Houston. What are you doing in Houston? What's going on in Houston, Cynthia? What is going on in Houston? Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Grinding out on a Friday. You know? Is that DTF? Yes, it is. It's DTF. DTF. Hot Girl Trip 2024 Jamaica. I love that. It's nice. I like it too. It's a dope design, right? It's a dope design. They contacted me last night. Last night I got an email asking for this order, and I'm like, and they need it by the second. I'm like, that's kind of like rush. That's kind of a rush, but you know, I like doing these rush orders because nobody else is gonna do them. Nobody else is going to do them, so I like knocking them out. Everybody always turns down the rush hours. What size is that print? What size did I make this? I don't know. I think it's 11. Yeah, it's 11.5. 11.5 inch wide. 11.5 inch wide. Yeah. Did you make those prints? Yes, I did. Yeah, I made them. Yeah. I just made them a little while ago. On the Ricoma Rebel 2402T. I want to peel one for y'all so you can see it. Take this one right here and peel it. It's still kind of warm. I want to cool it off. And let it cool off and I'll peel it. Still a little warm. I mean, I can peel it right now, but we ain't gonna mess stuff up on camera. We're gonna play it safe and make sure it's nice and cool. Alright, here we go. Y'all see that thing right there? See that thing right there? Ooh-wee. Nothing left on that right now. Ooh-wee. Nothing left on that right there. We gotta give it a final press, of course. Gotta give it a final press, of course. I want to do a white one because you can really see the white pop. Let me show you guys a white one. Which machine did you say? The Ricoma Rebel 2402T. This one right here. The Ricoma Rebel 2402T DTF printer. Yeah. How much does it cost? This specific one isn't on my website. This is a client's design, but if you want it, email me, adubbproductions@gmail.com. adubbproductions@gmail.com. Yeah. Peel this white one so you guys can see how the white pops. Man, look at that right there. Somebody type in Ricoma 2402T in the chat. 2402T for the win. Yeah. Let's continue on, shall we? Got a lot of these things to press so that I can call my client, send them a picture, and collect the rest of the cash. That's the best part about it, collecting the rest of the cash, right? Best part about it. So where are you guys at right now? Are you guys all at work or are you guys at home? Are you at work or are you at home right now? In the chat, work or home? At work. Samira's at work. Ms. Blakeman, how are you? Now, if you guys care to share, I need training. This is training right here. You guys, this is training right here. If you guys care to share, what do you guys do? For those of you guys that are at work, what kind of work do you guys do? You guys already know what I do. You guys already know what I did before this too. You already know what I do, and you already know what I did before this. Phlebotomist, oh my gosh, you are over to getting out those fluids. Making sure I'm off work. I work from home. Okay. Quit my job after 21 years working for myself now. So I'm at home and work. That's cool. Congratulations to being able to quit your job. I was talking about earlier today how difficult it is to be an entrepreneur and how people don't understand. And social media makes it seem like it's so easy to be an entrepreneur, but it's really not. Because you have to be very, very disciplined, and you have to go get it, and you have to be able to create work for yourself. And also the most important part that most people don't talk about is if you're not organized, forget about it. Organized meaning to set aside money for your taxes and stuff. Just forget about it. Just forget about it. It's tough. Owner of T's Embroidery and more. What's up? I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota at this time, visiting my daughter. Congrats. Have fun with your daughter. That's dope. Family time is always great. I have women's clothing and accessory boutique, and also custom wardrobes and decorating garments. This is good for us to share because some of you guys can network together. And I have a print shop here in Rockville, South Carolina, full-time. K&Q Vision Custom Designs. That's what's up. Shout out to K&Q Custom Vision Designs. A lot of you guys have print shops. Printing shirts, but haven't opened up my pro colored yet. Oh, congratulations on the Panda. Got the Panda joint. All right. I drive the county bus. In Miami. Okay, I used to drive the school bus for a company called Atlantic Express years ago before I did Amtrak. Yeah, people really don't understand. I'm still figuring it out. So am I. I'm still figuring it out. Figuring it out never stops. It never stops. You're always figuring it out. Figuring out is a continuous process that never, ever stops. Yep. Gotta get all the wrinkles out, make sure I don't press any wrinkles. Make sure I don't press any wrinkles in here. Sometimes these shirts, when they're folded up, they can have wrinkles in them. I don't want to press any wrinkles in my shirts. Or my customer shirts, I should say. Press no wrinkles. We don't press wrinkles over here. And I just press a wrinkle. Look at that. She said she needs these by the 2nd. That's next week, right? The 2nd is next week, right? Let me see. New York. I'm available to play all the time. Yeah, you're definitely not available to play. You got stuff to do. Embroidery, sewing, bling, and event planner. That's awesome. Blinging is so hard. What equipment do you use to bling? What equipment do you use to bling? Oh, yeah. I understand. Like, that's kind of like the city bus here in Philadelphia. SEPTA bus. I got hired for SEPTA, but to drive the city bus, but I had to choose between SEPTA and Amtrak at the time, and I chose to work Amtrak, and I stayed at Amtrak for a little over 20 years before I was disqualified for being colorblind. Crazy, right? Now here I am. Hardest work has come from home. Do you still do vinyl? Yes, I do. I got vinyl, some vinyl over there. And Econo Transfer just sent me some vinyl. And Caesar's always sending me vinyl. Omaha, Nebraska, birthplace of the great Malcolm X. Shout out to Omaha, Nebraska, the Cornhuskers, Nebraska. Shout out to the Cornhuskers. Y'all are a football town, right? Nebraska's a football town, right? Is this sublimation or transfer press? This is DTF pressing. Yeah, DTF, not sublimation. See what else we got over here. I'm still figuring it out too. Sublimation. Will you be attending the next Deco Summit? Of course! Michael Porter, I'll definitely be at Deco Summit. I was speaking at Deco Summit. Lincoln used to be a football town. Now they're a volleyball town. Really? Okay, interesting. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the Cornhuskers they haven't been performing like they used to back in the day, right? So now you guys traded on the Cornhuskers on the football team and went to the volleyball team. That's cool. Can you say something about this digital pressing? What do you want to know about digital pressing? Rasim, sure. Anything you want to know, I'll talk about it and tell you what I know about digital pressing. Or you want to know about this press in particular? If I had a DTF machine, I wouldn't touch vinyl anymore. Who had time to read? Even if you have a DTF printer, there are some good uses for vinyl. There's always good uses for vinyl. Like, for example, you got people that do embroidery that still use vinyl, right? And if you want to do any bling stuff, it's not vinyl. It's more so the flock, but it's kind of like vinyl, right? So, and let's not forget about flock vinyl, and brick vinyl is dope. Puff vinyl is dope. So I bet you if you had a DTF printer, you would still touch vinyl because brick vinyl is amazing. And there's nothing that compares to brick vinyl. There's nothing that'll give you that brick effect. So you still would. Yeah, you would. And Janelle Porter agreed. No, you would. If you wanted a different effect, you know. I use the Graphtec cutter, the Caesar Romeo. I'm fading out of the Cricut, of course. Rhinestones and other supplies from the Baby Booty. That's dope, Baby's Booty. Shout out to the Baby's Booty and her rhinestones and her flock and all that stuff. She got awesome stuff. If you don't mind me asking, in your opinion, Tamia Joy from Unique Boutique, what is your favorite? Okay, Tanya, what's up? What is your favorite cutter to use, the Graphtec or the Caesar Romeo, and why? Is your favorite cutter the Graphtec or the Caesar Romeo, and why? One question, should I use my DTF oven outside? Yes, I would definitely use my DTF oven outside, or I would use it in a bedroom where nobody's gonna be sleeping in with the window open and have it directly next to the window. And when you're dealing with the powder, I would still have on eye protection as well as mouth protection. I got mine right here. Let me grab it real fast. Anytime you're dealing with the powder, yep, I put it on. I put it on when I'm dealing with powder. When I get it ready to go, I put it on. And a few minutes after I cut it off, I still keep it on. But I don't keep it on while the printer's printing. After I give it a little bit of time and I feel like the dust settled, I don't know for sure, but I do take it off while it's printing and while the top is closed. I guarantee there's probably still some particles in the air, but what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? But for the most part, when handling the powder, I cover myself up and I protect myself. And then after I cover everything up, I give it like a good 5 to 10 minutes and then I take stuff off. Yeah. It's so much easier. About this print material, print colors, about the process. Oh, there's a video coming up, Rasim, and I already have videos on DTF, so you can check out those videos. So yeah, DTF printing. There's a video coming up later on today that I'm editing, doing this very process right here. And I have a video where I went live and I showed you guys printing on this DTF printer right here. So check those out, Rasim, because I already have those videos. I've had the Roman for about 2 weeks, haven't touched it. Okay, so you're gonna love it. Terminator, huh? I'm experimenting with Puff Final now, and it has been one epic fail after another. You have to have the exact right temperature and time and stuff like that with Puff, but you can burn it and it can look lumpy and not smooth. A-Dubb, did you work with vinyl before embroidery? Just curious. Janelle, I'm disappointed in you. You know I'm disappointed in you, Janelle? Because I have over 1,500 videos, about 1,700 videos on this channel, and I started off in the comments down below. What did I start off doing in this video? What did I start off doing? So Janelle, yes, I started off with a vinyl cutter. I started off with a Silhouette Cameo 3 on this channel, making videos showing people how to use it. And then I got a single needle embroidery machine. And if you guys look over here, I started off with the Brother SE600 right here. And before I had multi-heads and I was in my spare bedroom in my house. So yeah, I did have a vinyl cutter. Yeah, so that's how I started off in my bedroom, in my spare bedroom in my house. Yeah, GraphTech is faster and the ease of use of the Romeo makes it my favorite. Yeah, that's my thing. The GraphTech is faster, it's more commercial, it's more professional, but it's just not fun to use in my opinion. It's just not fun to use for me. Excuse me. With that beard and respirator is useless. With that beard and respirator is useless. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. So, okay. If this room was filled with powder in the air, if you had this respirator on and it had a little crack in it right here, is having this respirator on with a little small crack in it because I have beard hairs better than not having the respirator on at all? In the comments, I'm curious to hear you guys' thoughts. If you had a bunch of dust particles in the air, is the respirator, is it better to have it on with a crack in it? Is it better to have a damaged respirator than no respirator at all? Is it better to have a little crack in here, right? With the beard, right? Or no, or none at all? I'm just curious. I want to know your thoughts. That's what I would think. I would think it's better to have it on. Safer with the crack. Safer with a crack. That's funny. No, I haven't been fit tested because I'm not in a setting. I just bought this on Amazon, you know. What industry do you work in, Mad Monk? What industry do you work in? Would magnets ruin the powder transfer and help with the powder in the air? I have no idea. Magnets, I have no idea. I don't know. I can't answer that question. All right, Janelle, that's cool. You haven't had time to watch other videos. There's no vent holes in these. There's no vent holes in here, so there's no vent holes in these. But I'd rather have, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Whatever. Just let me do me. Just let me do me. Whoa, it says sim not available for a second there. All right, you continue pressing. Like, with that beard, pal, a respirator means nothing. Okay, sorry. I appreciate the help. I appreciate your assistance. I beg to differ, though. I think having some protection is better than having no protection. Just saying. I think some protection is better than no protection. I think a lot of protection is better than no protection, because to me that's a lot of protection. Even if I have little hairs, the powder has to find its way in that little space and make, yeah. It's about the powder, not the gas. You know what I mean? But I've definitely not been fit tested for my respirator that I bought on Amazon. So I change my filters like once. Probably should be changing my filters more often than I do. I probably green logo, 20 subs. Hold on, green logo. I'm confused about that. Okay. Yeah, the silica, I think, isn't that the stuff that gets in, the powder turns into, and it gets into the air, and then when it solidifies, it turns into that slimy stuff? Those are the first embroidery videos I saw on YouTube using a 5x7 needle. I was just considering doing embroidery. That's what's up. Crafty Puerto Rican, been around for a while. Yes, it's better than nothing. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Hey, Allan, I just got the Ricoma 16x20 and the hat press delivered today. Congratulations on that. I love this press because you can change the dials and adjust the numbers really, really easy. In the top right here, you can just press the button, type in 15 or type in 30, and it'll just change instantly instead of holding the arrow and it goes down. It takes a long time. I like that about it. They're not perfect, but they're not as expensive as the what's the other one, the Fusion IQ, and they do, you know, they're great presses. Do you sell custom DTF prints? Yes, I do. Allan, in the let me see. How come my chat thing isn't up? I can't type anything in here. AllanAwade.com. AllanAwade.com. Go to AllanAwade.com to place an order for custom DTF transfers. Right now I have a great sale going on for various sizes, 12 by 12 and below, $4. Limited time only for the rest of this month. $4 only, 12 by 12 and below and under, $4 per DTF transfer. So go ahead and AllanAwade.com. Somebody type that in the chat for me if you don't mind. AllanAwade.com. And you can place your transfer orders right there. Example, you rather have a condom than no condom, right? It's not 100%, but you are thank you. It's like, exactly. That's a great analogy. Fantastic analogy. Fantastic analogy. fantastic analogy right there. I understand, man. I think some people just want to talk trash. I don't know. I don't mind it though. I find it amazing. I find it funny, comical, you know. Don't give advice. Don't offer a solution. Just talk your talk and keep it moving, and don't offer a solution. Don't give advice. Just say what you're gonna say and keep moving, right? That makes sense. What are you doing right now? I'm pressing transfers. How is it going with the Prestige Art Pro? I made a video on that yesterday. Check it out. Check out the video that I did yesterday. Would you let me do the deal on the DTF sheet on a 12x12 similar to a gang sheet of small brand images if I align them as one file? No. I mean, oh, I see what you're saying. You want a bunch of images, bunch of 12. No, that's not how, sorry, that's not how the sale's going. I apologize, no. So you want a bunch of different images at 12x12. Oh, 5,200 of them. No, that's a little different. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Hit me up. I don't have that on the site right now. It's that option. So hit me up. adubbproductions@gmail.com. adubbproductions@gmail.com. Get your file together. Hit me up. adubbproductions. Right, Michaela? Right? adubbproductions@gmail.com, and we can talk. Yes, I'll definitely. We can work something out. Yes, 100%. We can definitely work that out. Yes, we can work that out. I figured we would. Yeah, yes, we definitely can. Everything's always negotiable. Clearly. 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 Alright. We got like 3 more shirts left, and then we're going to move on to the back of them. Michaela, out of breath, literally. It's funny. Yeah, man, you know, I'm here to make money, you know. I'm here to make money, hook it up, hook some people up. Oh, no, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 left. And I think I should have 6 transfers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I always print up extras. Always print up extras. Always print up some extras. Do a backflip. You trying to see me die? I am not a gymnast. I am a runner. I ran track and I can't run no more. Running days is over. I am a t-shirt presser. I'm an instructor. I'm an artist. I'm a digital artist. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a service provider. You know? I'm a United States Navy veteran. I'm a national champion. Did y'all know I'm a national champion? 200 hurdle, 110 hurdles. A lot of things. A lot of things. Did y'all know I'm a certified... Got a message. I am a certified artist on Spotify. Wow, how much do you make? No worries about pressing DTF powder. No. No. No, I'm not worried about pressing it. No. It's I don't think it's we're gonna find out in a few years, but no, it should be fine. There's no like crazy amount of fumes coming up or anything, so I'm not worried about it. Sublimation, the same thing. Can you show the shirt design up close? Yes, I've already showed it, but I'll show it again. Bam. I already showed it, but I'll show it again. Show the shirt too, bro. All right, bro, 1 second. Showed it already, but I'll show it again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shirt and the shirt design. There you go. Hello, I got a random question. My design on my embroidery machine keeps coming out slightly crooked with that outline off. How do I fix this? So, the outline is slightly off. So there's two things that could be wrong. If your design is coming out slightly crooked, your hooping is off because your design is being embroidered crooked. So you're hooping your design crooked. Also, because you're probably not hooping your design right, that could, it's not necessarily, but it could be the reason why the outline is not coming out exactly where it's supposed to be. It could also be that the file isn't digitized good and the outline is slightly off, because a lot of the times, I'm gonna say a lot of times, on digitizing software, sometimes what you see on the screen is not what you're gonna get in the machine. That's why you always have to test out your designs. So sometimes you can have to put that specific part of your outline in a whole lot to the point where it seems like it's in too far. But as long as it embroiders good, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? So yeah, that could be the reason. You're hooping it. We already know that you're not hooping it right because the design is coming out slightly crooked. So we already know that you're not hooping it straight because the design shouldn't be crooked, right? You should hoop your shirt so the design is straight. Or it could be that the design is crooked in the software. I'm not sure. I don't know. So it could be any one of those issues. But it's definitely hooping, and it could be that your file needs to be adjusted. All right. Do you know the Marine Corps is a department of the Navy? Okay. I know that the CBs are connected to the Navy because I'm a CB, right? Or I was a CB. But when you go to a recruiting station, oh yeah, actually, yes. No. When you go to a recruiter's office, the Marines are by themselves. The Marines were across in their own thing. The Army was up here and the Navy was over here. But when I went to boot camp, the Marines go to different boot camp than the Navy, and the Marines also go to different boot camp than the Army. So how are they attached to the Navy? I'm not sure if that's accurate. I don't think I agree with that. And also on base, yeah, I don't think I agree with that. The CBs is definitely attached to the Navy, but the Marines, I think the Marines are their own thing. You know what I mean? And obviously the SEALs, SEALs, Navy, yeah. Marines, Green Beret, yeah. No, Army, Green Beret. But Marines, I think they're their own. I don't know. I could be wrong. I doubt it. But I vaguely might have heard something like that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, loosening registration. That's probably, yeah. All Marine veterans. That's what's going on. That's what's up. Real nice in my Bernie Mac voice. This is your design, or are you printing for someone? This is somebody else's design. It's not my design. Will 12 by 12 fit on a small and medium large shirt? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. What kind of shirt are you using? These are G500s. G500s. Thank you for answering. No problem, of course. They are not. I don't think so either. True Marines are a part of the Navy. So somebody says they are, somebody says they're not. I gotta look that up. Marines work side by side with the Navy. That's true. That's 100% true. But then again, we work with the Army too. You know. But then again, you know what? I wasn't traditional Navy. I was a CB. So we train. I don't know if I should be saying all this, but it's common knowledge. We train with the Navy. We go to Navy boot camp, and we're attached to the Navy, but we're our own thing, the CBs. So I wasn't like a Navy on a ship and stuff like that. I was a CB, construction battalion. So like, it's different. That's what's going on, Athea. Congratulations to your son. That's right. One team, one fight. We all got to work together. I could see that. The Marines falling under the Navy umbrella. I could possibly see that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because I was a CB, so I guess I didn't get into my Navy stuff that. Okay, I'm back. Oh, whew. Man. I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb once again. I've been to Little Creek, Virginia. It's echoing now? Is it echoing now? Because I'm about to end this live if it's echoing. I'm about to end the live if it's echoing. I got to finish this anyway. Let me know if it's echoing. No echo. On my. Okay, no echoing there. Michaela, what's wrong with your phone? You got an Android? Michaela, you got. Michaela got an Android. How long have you been doing that type of work? This type of work right here, I've been doing this type of work for like, I don't know, over 10 years. Oh, okay. I echoed for a little while. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna assume that Tamia Joy just looked it up. So the Marines are part of the United States Navy. Okay. So there you go. I guess that is what it is. I've been to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Oh. Congratulations. I'm watching on my computer with Hardline. Some of our reception is probably better than others. It's resilience. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's a fact. Branch is a branch, and different, different service members and different branches are attached to that branch. That's why I said I'm a Navy veteran. I'm not a CB veteran. So that's 100% true. Yep. 100%. Crafty Porter says, hey, Allan, I have an Android. Nothing wrong with Android. Say no, nothing wrong with Android at all. You know what? My work phone is an Android. My business phone is an Android. And I got it because I wanted to try something different because I've always had iPhones. And I've had an Android, you tell them. So I want to try something different. But the Android messes up my workflow because I have a Mac, I have an Apple Watch, and they all talk to each other. I can send files easily. I can use this to take a picture with my iPhone as a remote control. Androids just throw stuff off. It's just like, you take a picture with your Android, you're like, how do I get this to my computer? Like, like, huh? Like, I'm used to just airdropping it. Boop, boop, boop. It's over. But I gotta email it to myself. Now I get it on my computer, download the email. Like, that's so old school. We're spoiled. We're spoiled. iPhone users are spoiled. iPhone users are spoiled. We got up in chair. Fidel, what's going on, man? What's going on, Fidel? My guy, Fidel. Thank you for handling that DTG order for me, Fidel. I know you can't make a Ford shirt, but can you make a shirt for a dealership that sells Fords? How does that work? If the dealership asks you to make the shirt, then if the dealership asks you to make a bunch of shirts for them, then yeah, why not? I would, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna make Ford shirts and put them in my store. I'm not gonna make Ford shirts and put them on my website. But if the dealership asks me to make a bunch of shirts for their staff, absolutely. Embroider a bunch of shirts for absolutely. Yes. You know? I'm not black, so I don't know what that says. Copyright. I appreciate you, Fidel. Thank you, man. Thanks again. I took the ink out of my DTG printer and it's acting weird. I should have put the ink back in the one that I know is fine, but I put it in the other one. And I halfway got the colors back, but I got to work on it some more. But I do have a brand new print head that I didn't use yet, so worst come to worst, I'll swap out the print head. But I'm not trying to use that print head yet. I'm trying to save this one. I'm trying to save the one that I have, you know. I got a lot of calls to return after I get off this live. How many shirts you got left? One more front to press. Then I gotta press different names on each sleeve. On each right sleeve, I gotta press a different name. And then I took it upon myself to create more work for myself. So I'm gonna put these on the back. On the backs, the little small ones, I'm gonna put them on the back right here. I don't have to, they didn't ask, but I always do. Like when people get custom stuff from me, if I know them and I know their personality and I've dealt with them like that, and I have a relationship with the customer, I always hook them up and do some extra stuff to have them like, oh my gosh. I've never had a customer that I deal with on a regular basis say, oh, I didn't want that, why'd you do? But that's the risk that you take, and I'm going to put these right here on all the shirts for my customer. Yeah. I think she's gonna be like, oh my God, it's gonna be great. So, I don't know, whatever. More work for myself, but whatever. I like to get people excited and get people happy and stuff like that. So. Misinformation, Dub. The Marine is not a part of the Navy. They work together, but are separate. Sorry, but this upsets me. Nothing personal. No. I'm okay with that. I was just done with that conversation. You know what I mean? So I was like, whatever. I was just done with that conversation. You know what I mean? But anyway, have you seen the heat press shells for doing front and back press? Yes, I have one. The heat platen with the front as well as the back. I have one. I have the platen right here. It's so heavy. Watch. This. You're talking about this. It's so heavy. It's heavy. This does the front and it does the tag at the same time. But you said front and back? Oh, that's front and back. This is something different. Okay. No, I haven't. How do you do the front and back at the same time? How would you do the front and the back at the same time? How would you do the front and back at the same time? I want to know that. How do you do the front and the back at the same time? I never... Heat press shells. Oh, not at the same time. On like a jersey. No, I'm not sure what you mean by heat press shelf. Customers will come back. I always send like, when you guys order DTFs, I always send like 1 or 2 extras. Typically I send 2 extra DTFs with the orders. Oh, okay. It doesn't press. Separate garments. Oh, do you mean like the heat press that's like got the rail in between and it slides over? Do you mean that one? It has a rail in between and slides over? Maybe that's what you mean. Let me know. Is that what you mean? Take the top one press, flip it upside down. Take the top of one press, flip it upside down, and press the top down. Top of the press, flip it upside down. Huh? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Michaela, yeah. Top of the press, flip it upside down, I got a handle right here. I'm not sure what you mean. Take two machines to make one. I'm not messing with y'all no more. Y'all playing too many games. No, make the long story short, no. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I've never seen it. But if you're talking about a machine that has a pallet right here, and one heat press, one press that slides over, and then you press, then it slides back over and press. I've seen that, but I have no idea what device you're talking about. No idea. Never heard of that, never seen it. Never heard of that, never seen it. I'm in Philadelphia. I'm located in Philadelphia. It's like a whole thing that sits on the press and you slide the t-shirt on it. Yeah, I've never seen it. Never seen it. What's the name of it? Let me see the design. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, or ma'am. Yes, sir, or ma'am. Seeing the design right here. Boom. They were calling it a shell press. I think it's on Heat Press Nation. I'm going to look it up real quick. Okay. I mean, how long has it been out? If it's been out for a while and everybody doesn't have one, it must not be that good. Right or wrong? If it's been out for a while and everybody doesn't have one and everybody's not talking about it, then it must not be that good. Anthony, thank you so much for joining us for the first time. I appreciate that. Anthony said he's watching for the first time. So I'm going to sit these two transfers off to the side because they're extra. Right here. And I'm going to go ahead and start pressing the backs of the shirts. But first I'm going to take all these that I pressed already. I have no method right now. I'm just going along, doing everything one by one. It's way too expensive. You are my biggest fan. Oh. I never knew I was your biggest fan, but thank you. Yeah, you can't post any links, bro. Let me see. You. Sky Jade, I had no idea that I was your biggest fan, but I appreciate you letting me be your biggest fan. Final press for this. What's going on, Demps Designs? How are you? How are you? This message is help for review. Let me see. Let me see. Sky Jade says, subscribe, please. Yes, yes, subscribe. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Hey, Sky J, you doing a lot right now. Clearly, they are clearly. All right, let's get her out of here. Sky J, you out of here. All right, Sky J is out of here. She's gone. All right, Sky J is out of here. Now we're gonna press the backs. I feel like I shouldn't have gave myself this much to do. I feel like I should press the sleeves before I press the backs because that definitely has to be done. So let me just press the sleeves first. All right. Where are the transfers that go on the sleeves? Where'd I put them? Great. I misplaced the transfers that go on the sleeves. Here they go. Okay, cool. All right. So now I got the sleeves. All right. And now I got my list saying what name goes on what size shirt and what color it is. So this right here is a 2XL, 2XL, and 2XL is for Marcy. So let me look for Marcy. And obviously it's a black shirt, so it gets white. All right, and it goes on the right sleeve. So the right sleeve is this one right here. This one right here, right? So now I'm gonna get my pressing pillow. And I'm gonna put it on the right sleeve. And I have a sleeve press over here, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it. I have a sleeve platen rather, but I'm not gonna use it. Take my time, take my time, take my time. Bam. I'm looking for a small Teflon sheet. I don't see it anywhere, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use another piece of film. Yeah, another piece of film. Put it over top of here. Press it down. Splitter stand. Oh, you don't need that. It's kind of redundant. The splitter stand is for threading shirts, I think. It's for threading shirts. And like, you can already thread a shirt. Not on this press. Yeah, this press you can thread a shirt. It has a little space down here. Yeah, it has enough space for you to thread it. Let me see. I'm not for sure. Let's see if the Ricoma press is able to thread the shirt. So typically when you're threading a shirt, you want to keep close to the platen. The Ricoma press has a little insert right here. It's not easy, and no, it's definitely not threadable because it stops. It stops like right here. It stops. So you can't thread the shirt all the way on these presses. But on the Press Pro by Heat Transfer House, you can thread the shirt all the way on that, on the Press Pro. On the Heat Press Nation, this one right here, this press right here, also it stops like right here. It stops right here. So you can't thread it all the way. So the splitter, that helps you be able to, thread the shirt all the way. So, oh, whose birthday is it? Hold on. parchment paper. Happy birthday, Caden. Happy birthday, Caden. Why would you want to thread a shirt? I don't know. I don't really ever thread my shirt because sometimes, okay, say for example, you have something on this on the front of the shirt right here, right? And then you want to press the back of the shirt, but you don't want to press the thing that's on the other side. Or say for example, you have some chenille right here and it's fuzzy and it sticks up, right? And then you want to press something on the back. But if you press it with the thing on the other side, it's gonna mess up this press. So you want to separate the front from the back. You could either use a pressing pillow or you could thread the shirt. You know, it's a few other reasons why you want to thread a shirt, but you know, it depends on what project you're doing, and different projects require different tools. You know, so every situation is not the same, and you got people like myself that's always willing to try new things. So when you're willing to try something different, then you're gonna need different equipment, and so the threading a shirt definitely is a thing that can come in handy. You know, how do you know when it's time to change your Teflon sheet? You know it's time to change the Teflon sheet when it's burnt and it starts getting, sometimes it gets too much heat on it and then it starts to crack, right? It starts to crack. Yeah. Sometimes it depends on if you're doing like pre-treat solution and you put pre-treat solution on the Teflon sheet, then it will stick to the Teflon sheet and that could ruin shirts. You know, so you know it's time to change it then too. Yeah. Okay, i8. The i8 BMW? Oh, you said I get it. Full embroidery on the hoodie. Yes, exactly. You don't want to press that full embroidery because it's going to mess with your whatever you're trying to press on the other side. Correct. Name me a hockey team in the NHL. Flyers? Why? What's that about? Canada Ball edits. What's that about? Why? Let me leave that on. What are some things to consider when looking for your first gear press, your first heat press? Things to consider. Typically when you're looking for equipment, you want to think of everything that you want to do with your equipment now and potentially in the future. And you also obviously have to consider your budget. So sometimes you can't necessarily get what you want, so you gotta get what you can get. But in my experience, since I started off with a very, very cheap heat press, they all work. And you'll get some people that say that not all heat presses are created equal, and they're not, because you have features that some heat presses have that some heat presses don't. But what I encourage you guys to do is just look around the community, look around and look at the people that are pressing shirts and look at what equipment they're using. You'll see some people with no-name heat presses, and you'll see some people with high-end heat presses, and everybody's able to press a transfer down just fine. So when you see a video and somebody says, hey, this press is way better than that press, is way better than that press, you're going to be able to press a transfer just fine no matter what press you get. But it looks really nice to have a Fusion IQ. It looks really nice to have a Ricoma press. It looks really nice to have a nicer press. But it doesn't really matter, to be honest, because the heat press is going to press. Some of them, you might run into a crappy press. But my first press that I bought was a very cheap $200 press. And it still works to this day. It's not here. I shipped it overseas, but for the most part, yeah. Okay, what kind of heat press did you get? Just a regular press, or did you get like a name in particular? What's that noise? Stomach growling. I don't know what noise you're talking about. My stomach didn't growl. As long as it gets hot evenly. Yeah, correct. But even some heat presses don't get hot evenly, but they still press. Like the temperature difference is so slight that you need to press something. Only time it's really a factor is when you're doing something like white toner transfers. You need this thing to like be even the most. You really need to be even when doing white toner. It's like a gain fuzz sound. It might be my phone. It might be my phone because I've been getting phone calls while I was live, but I'm gonna end this live, guys, because I want to finish this up. But I'm gonna go live again tomorrow. Thanks for the update, no problem. Do you have your charger plugged into it? Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm gonna unplug the charger. How about now? Did it go away? Did it go away? I think that was because my computer was plugged in. I'm not sure. Yeah, that might have been because my computer was plugged into my phone charging it. Now I'm at 67%. When I started the stream, I was at like 6%, so I plugged it up to my computer, but I just unplugged it. It sounds like a fan. Oh. All right, so guys, I'm gonna get out of here. And I don't know what that noise is. I'm not sure what it is. Probably my DTF, but that doesn't sound like a fan. I don't know. Quick question. ISO denim and embroider tags. I'm gonna assume that says. Would you recommend a heat press over a steam press for prepping denim? No. If you're sewing, I would definitely recommend an iron, not a heat press and not a steamer. I would definitely use an iron if you're sewing. But I don't primarily sew, but I know that if you're sewing and you want stuff to be extremely flat, and the flatter you get your stuff, the better your seams could be, the more pristine your the better your end result will be. So I would just get an iron, not a heat press, not a steamer, an iron. That's what I would get for sewing. All right. So guys, talk to you guys on the next one, and I'll talk to you later. Where's the end button on this thing? Thank you guys. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday. And yeah, listen, guys. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do this weekend. Say no. AllanAway.com. Get yourself some channel merch. Get yourself some DTS. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one.